some my career 2K16. Episode number 2. I did a little bit of
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to cross continents. Nor if I need money. Yeah. Or when I feel lonely. Yeah. Will I ever bow down to no man?
Alright, there you go, guys. So what is up? Today we're going to be playing some My Career. Turning off the music because I don't want to get copyright notices. And yeah. So I might or might not have done some stuff while I was away. So it's currently, I think it's October the 8th. Yep, so it's October the 8th. My guys are in Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, alright, so gonna be facing Stephen Curry.
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
So this is game number 2 of my professional thing, playing against Stephen Curry. $2K17
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Curry, he's in at shooting guard. Karsov out there with Thomas Robinson. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Sims in at the 5, roaming the paint.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Spates. The shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Back to Jack. Clock at 6. Nets passing it around. Robinson, that's good.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Warriors trail by 5.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Right side Curry. Pass to Sims. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. No good on the triple.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Jack. No good. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Brooklyn ahead, up 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, and I think Coach will allow me to.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backcourt.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Curry in at 2-guard. Robinson is out there with Caruso. And then there's Henry Sims. And it's Jack in at the 1 spot. Offensive rebound. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Spates.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Kings in Sacramento.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win. Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Jack with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Caruso passes to Robinson. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Steph Curry's checked in for Thompson. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Brook Lopez is checked in for Henry Sims. Here's Barnes. From down in the low post, it goes. Barnes has got 7 points. Brooklyn trailing. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Robinson dishes to Curry. That's good. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And he gets it to go.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And Jack, here we go. It's rebounded by Golden State. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Warriors leading by 4. Curry kicks to Livingston. Back to Curry. Pass to Livingston. Wide open look. The rebound by Karasov.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Kicks it to Lopez. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
It's stolen by Jack. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And that concludes the first half. Nets lead by 13. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us.
$53.40, all right. Not bad. So, this video, let's go for 10 likes. And let's try to get 100 views. 100 views in a month.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were.
Oh, wow. 226 or 326 pounds.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Brooke Lopez. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Just a dominant display by Brooke Lopez in the post tonight. Lopez is a threat on multiple levels. His offense is always going to be there, but his defense isn't far behind. And I don't think he gets enough credit for his rebounding either. He's solid all around.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Right, so
from myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. Have a wonderful evening.
Please do forget to subscribe. And that's it.